something good, then I walk up with it in a crowd. Hey, no girl me fuck, can't stand no drama. Me make me girl be that for the corner. Baby mistress know them policy. After 9 o'clock she can't call me.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Paula and I'm back with another video. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to join the family, and let's get right into it. I told y'all in the last story time that Jocelyn tried to have me pressed by this dude named Joe, even though that has literally nothing to do with this story time. That was my first time ever speaking to Joe. That was the first time he was introduced to me. Let's give a background on Joe. So the way Joe looked, Joe was very heavy set, y'all. Like, he was real big. He was chubby. Alright, y'all, so now we're going fast forward, because when the situation happened on how I met him, we didn't speak after that until we saw each other at this party, y'all. My friend was throwing a party and he had ended up popping out. It was actually Dominican's Day Parade, my first time ever seeing him in person and speaking, y'all. So I saw him before, but I didn't speak. This day I spoke to him in person. She was having like a little barbecue. It was Dominican's Day and everyone popped out. Like, everyone popped out, y'all. That party was too lit. Joe and them actually came a little later, towards like 8ish, 9ish, whenever the parade was done and whenever they was having air fun and shit. They came to the party. That night ends, and Joe had asked me for my Snapchat that night, so he got my Snapchat. He already had my phone number because what's her face, Jocelyn, had gave it to him. Months go by. I heard that he actually ended up going to the DR because something had happened to him out here. So one night, my friend, one of my friends, he does not need a name, it was my friend, Red, me, and like 3 other people. We was all in this car and we were passing by, let's name a block real quick, Cricket Block. Boom, I see Joe there. To my knowledge, I didn't even know that he was back in New York, and this night was actually like his second night back. And when we saw him, the people we were in the car with were cool with this guy, we're cool with Joe. So everybody stopped and everybody's like having this commotion, hype as hell to see Joe and shit. Me and my friend were just sitting in the car. Joe was sitting there, he's talking to the other guys. We're really not paying mind to him because they're doing boy stuff. Like, we was just in the car. So me and my friend Red were talking, and then I look over at Joe. I'm like, he's kind of cute. Like, he's kind of cute. Y'all, wrong move. I told my friend, I told her, I was like, oh, he looking kind of cute. It's like, girl, back him then. Back him so I could back his friend. This friend is Red. Me and Red at this point were already best friends. This is like months after the situation. Months, probably a year. A year probably went by at that point, for real. Because Joe was in the DR for months, like months and months and months. Y'all, so the guy that was driving, he's walking back towards the car because, like I said, he knew who Joe was. So he had got out the car to go say hi to Joe because he hasn't seen Joe in months. And him and this specific guy were like bread and butter. Y'all, him and that guy was like bread and butter shit. We're gonna use that phrase. When Joe starts walking back to the car, he goes and he looks in the back seat to see who's in the back seat, and obviously it's me, my friend, and 2 other people, but those 2 other people were not really important. They don't need names. He sees me and Red and he's like, hey y'all, like, how are y'all doing? It's like, hey, what y'all doing? Like, why y'all not home yet? Like, it's like 3 a.m. y'all. It was like 3 a.m. this night, and we were just getting back from actually Jace's mother's house. We was literally at Jace's mother's house, and we was getting back, and our friend that was driving was taking us back home. And we was also going to McDonald's that night too. So anyways, so he's like, what y'all doing outside this late? It was probably not 3, it was probably like 12, maybe 1. Y'all, so then me and Joe, we just started having regular conversation, and he was like, let me know when you want to chill and stuff. And after that, we had pulled off and we had went to McDonald's. Y'all, fast forward, and me and Joe were in a relationship for 2 months, y'all. Now, Joe did not live in New York. Man, these long distance relationships, that's so crazy. He did not live in New York, y'all. He used to live in New York, but the situation that had happened to him, he couldn't live in Brooklyn no more. Crazy. He was calling me, pressing me, telling me I was not gonna be validated. That's crazy. Anyways, so the situation that had happened to him, it just didn't allow him to come back to Brooklyn. So he just never came back. So he had ended up moving. Let's say he moved to Jersey or something. So this man moves to Jersey and we're talking. And this relationship was before I was in a relationship with, what I name him, Michael. So this relationship happened before that. So this was like technically the first long distance relationship, except that Michael couldn't come see me whenever he wanted to. He was there on orders. One day Joe basically, this night I was going to Jason's mother's house and I was with my friend Red, and he was like, I like you, like I want you to be my girlfriend, like would you want to be my girlfriend? And I said yes. This relationship had ended in 2 months. Literally in 2 months, y'all. I think that was probably my fastest relationship my whole life. I kid you not. This relationship ended so quick for the simple fact that this man used to try to control me, y'all. How are you trying to control me through the phone though? Why? Like, let me live my life. Let me live my teenage life. This is why I do not recommend you dating under 18 years old, because people are weird. And mind you, Jace wasn't my age. Jace was so much older than me. Don't judge me, okay? It happened and it's done. It would be little stuff like, oh, what are you doing? And I'll be like, going for a walk with my mom. He'll be like, for what? Why do you have to go with her everywhere? I kid you not, y'all. And I'm a person where I wear leggings all the time. I love leggings. This man tried to tell me that I could not wear leggings. And y'all know what I was doing? Wearing leggings. Please do not tell me what to wear, how to wear it, why not to wear it. You're not my dad. Tone it down a little bit. I don't like people that do stuff like that. If it's not harming you, don't tell me what to do. At first it was going okay until the controllingness happened. But the first encounter with him being controlling, y'all, was this one time I was trying to go hang out with my friend. Well, I was not trying. I was on my way to go hang out with my friend. Me and Red, we was on our way to go hang out with this person. And Joe is on the phone telling me that if I go hang out with him, if I go hang out with this friend, that I don't have no respect for him, that I don't care about him, that I'm messed up as B. Well, I guess I'm messed up as B. Why I can't hang out with my friend if I've been hanging out with my friend before you even came into the picture? You know what I mean? That's weird. That was the first encounter where I literally sat there and I argued with him. And I gave Red my phone that night and she was trying to like calm him down. She's like, no, she doesn't mean it in that way. She's just literally hanging out with her friends. Y'all, I was like, no, I do mean it. I do mean it that way. Like, you cannot tell me what to do, how to do it. I hate that about a man. That specific thing, the controlling, I can't do the controlling. I can't do the controlling. You'll get left right there. Joe would do, the reason I named Joe is because Joe would do stuff like this. One day I would never forget this day, y'all. This man did not live in New York. Keep this in mind. He did not live in New York. And every time he came to New York, I would know because I had his location and he would come to my mom's house, y'all. So this one day, I remember I had went out with my mom and he was like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, going out with my mom. It was the same thing. For what? Why? Because we want to. Didn't really explain it to him. Y'all, I kid you not, this man called me and tell me this man is sitting on the phone telling me exactly what I got on. I had on yellow leggings that day, some black Uggs, and a black top with my black jacket. This man read me my outfit back to me. How do you know what I'm wearing? Maybe y'all thinking, oh, FaceTime. You're probably on FaceTime. I did not FaceTime this man that day. Why do you know what I'm wearing? He was like, I'm telling you, I have people watching you all the time. I have people there and this, that. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, I'm looking over my shoulders, y'all, at this point, because I did not understand. Why are you having folks watching me for? I'm not your daughter. I'm watched. I am watched by my mother at home. Like, what is you watching me for? That was so weird, awkward. Y'all, it came to a point where when I was done with him, Joe was the type of person where he couldn't take no for an answer. Like, he was very, very used to getting his way by everybody, including his friend. And I wasn't going for that at all. At the point where I knew I didn't want to be with Joe, y'all, I kid you not, this man visited. He came to my house one time and we were sitting at the couch, because one thing my mom didn't play was whenever I saw Joe, he was only allowed to stay inside the living room. He could not come to my room for nothing, y'all, for nothing. One time he bit my hand, y'all. I used to have this scar. We're sitting on my couch one day, y'all. This man bite my hand for no reason, y'all. I kid y'all not, it was for no reason. So I'm like, what the fuck? I got mad. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that for? Like, are you dumb? And I hit him. Nigga, what the fuck is you biting me for? And it was a hard bite on my hand, like right here type shit. So my grandmother was in the kitchen and she come out like to the living part and she's like, what's going on? Like, why, what happened? And I'm like, this man just bit me. Like, what is wrong with him? And this, he was like, I didn't bite her. Like, she asked me to bite her. Huh? When? I just asked you to bite my hand hard as hell so I could get mad at you and hit you back. Okay, Joe. That was like I started to notice that I didn't want to be with him then. And the times where I used to go out with my friends, when he used to not even be in my face, but when I used to go out with my friends and he used to catch ATD attack, heart attack, and want to throw up and die, I didn't understand what like, pick me, that was how he was looking. No, go sit down somewhere for real. Yeah, when it started with him trying to like control my friends and all of that, I had already told Red, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do this for much longer. This is ending right here. Okay, let's fast forward to when we breaking up. Y'all, when I'm telling you, Joe did not let me break up with him. It was literally ridiculous. And I wanted to break up with him too because he had did that funny thing where he literally 3 to 4 times, maybe more than that, I would go outside and he would tell me, he would literally read me exactly what I had on. And he was not in New York. So that means you got people following me, huh? Okay. I don't like that. That's weird. That's super weird, nigga. I'm on the phone with you and you got people following me? Really though? But he did not let me leave. And the thing was, I didn't understand why, because I can count on my fingers how many times, on one side too, on how many times me and Joe saw each other. You do not live in New York. You do not live near me. I don't get what was the obsession. So this day, I'm like telling him, I don't want to be with you. It took me a good month of telling Joe, I am not your girlfriend, for him to leave me alone. And then he eventually blocked me and left me alone. Y'all, he tried to fight the next guy I talked to. He tried to do the most. He had people sitting in front of my house. If I was going out with people, this man would sit here and have cars following us, and he's ringing out my phone all day, y'all, ringing out my phone, calling me blocked. And I would sometimes, it would really get to me and I would just really cry. I didn't like the feeling. What's your purpose? Joe would call me every single day telling me, please, no, I don't want to break up with you. And I get it, a breakup is not a good feeling for anyone, but nigga, it's been 2 months. We don't see each other. Used at this point. Let's get to the FaceTime calls. So in these FaceTime calls, Joe used to sit here and be like, I want to be with you forever. Mind you, at this point, I was 15 years old, y'all. I was 15 years old. I want to be with you forever. I don't want nobody else to be with you. I will kill any person or any man who tries to be in your life. I promise you, Paola, like, you're the only girl that I want. And I can't sleep, breathe, eat, shit, think, do anything without you. He didn't really say that, but that's basically what he was saying. And how I started acting different because of Red. It gets me every time. How? Because I don't want to be with you. Red is telling me that I shouldn't be with you because I don't want to be with you. And y'all, he would call my family talking mess, y'all. Talk about some, oh, it's that bitch Red. Red is the one who's putting stuff in her head about me. How? She doesn't talk to you. I talk to you. How? Every time you come, she's not here. You're here. How? Don't you think it's a bigger problem than Red? Don't you think you're the problem and not Red? Anything, Red is always gonna rock for what I want. This is my friend. This is not your friend. Are you kidding me? Y'all, he would sit there and cry on the phone. I would just tell him, like, and he'll be like, oh, I'll kill you and I'll kill anyone else whoever tries to be with you. And I know a lot of girls think that that threat is cute. Like, oh, another nigga want to be with you, I'll kill you. That's not cute to me. That's not cute to me at all. Girl, don't play with me and don't play on my phone. And I told him, I would literally sit there on the phone. I'll be like, you can kill every last person. You can kill every man on this earth. I promise you, I would never in my life ever want to be with you ever again. I tried to tell him why. You know that you're controlling. You know that you try to tell me what to do all the time. You're not my dad. You're a boyfriend, not a dad. You didn't know how to separate the two. And I'm not gonna lie, the age difference really got me. Like, I should have never started talking to him in the first place. But the age difference really got me. Because I was like, damn, I'm really young. Why are you talking to me? You're 20. This man was 21, y'all. Those FaceTime calls never went nowhere. It was like he had stickers, like literally stickers on his wall. And he would like try to like, oh, she's talking to him, so I can't, so okay, I have to get rid of him, post him on the post. Like, it was just weird. Like, oh, she's trying to do what she's telling her to do, so I'm gonna just post her, pinpointing shit, like making a timeline about stuff. I didn't know what was going on with Joe. Joe would go through a whole pack of cigarettes on the phone with me. You my girl, you my girl, and me just going back and forth. I'm not your girl. I don't want to be with you. We are not together. We are not together. We would never be together. And it was like that for a very long time. Like, yeah, probably like, why didn't you just cut all contacts with him? Why didn't you just block him? Because every time I would go out, Joe would send me a picture, or Joe would ring down my phone, call me all day. And I have literally 3 other eyewitnesses who saw this happening, because they were really 3 close friends to me at that point in my life, and they would see how weird this nigga was, and they'll be like, girl, you need to get away. Girl, turn that phone off and toss this side. Joe was like out of line. He would send me where I was, like, oh, y'all by this spot. Oh yeah, I see all 4 y'all in the car, or like whoever I was with, y'all. This man would. And the crazy part was, why do you have people following us? What are you gonna do? Like, that's like psychopath behavior. Get your brain cells checked. I think Joe was the craziest person I've dealt with my whole entire life. Like, my whole entire life. If I ever find receipts though, because I know somewhere I have receipts, and I know it can be on Snapchat, but I forgot his snap, and I think I'm blocked anyway because he had blocked me a very long time ago. If I can ever try to like find a receipt with his snap or something, I would definitely make a part 2 to this video and just like explain to y'all furthermore, and like explain it in real details with the receipts, y'all, because that was a very crazy point in time. I remember he was on the phone in one time and he literally said, oh, I'm not even gonna say that, but basically that he would me and my friend, and that he'll put her in a body, no, that he'll shoot her and put me in a body bag, y'all. He used to do very weird things, y'all. And this man really had my family, like when we were breaking up, he had my family turn on me. I think I do got receipts on that. Y'all, I might 2-part this video, so make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2 if y'all want it. So just comment down below or inbox me if y'all guys want the second part of this video with the receipts, so I can explain furthermore into detail. We're just gonna leave this video off saying, don't let a man control you. Don't ever let a man tell you what to do, how to wear, what dress, nothing. Shit, do you. If that nigga love you, he'll let you do what you want. Okay, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to join the family, and stay tuned for more content.